Hello, Oracles. Oracle Tim here from Oracle Investments. What an amazing day today. For those of you who have been a subscriber on this channel for a while, you know that this shirt means something special is going on today. And not only do we have Tesla's earnings today, nothing more special than that, but we also hit 3,000 subscribers as a channel. Thank you all so much for all of your support and getting us to this point. You guys are all the best. I love you all. Thank you so much. Now, moving on to earnings today. What can we expect? This is a big day, obviously, lots of stuff going on. Macro environment has been absolutely wild. So let's break some things down, go into what we can expect over the course of the day and earnings. And of course, nobody can predict what's going on. This is just kind of laying down some of the facts as to what are going on, possibilities as to what could possibly happen, and we'll take it from there and we'll roll with it. So to start the day, Microsoft had their earnings last night. Microsoft came in and just smashed all of their numbers and the stock still fell 6%. They then had their earnings call and the stock came right back up and they are now starting the day over 3%. Tesla at the same time kind of flowed with it a little bit and they are now up 3.9% at the time of this recording pre-market. So this is kind of setting the tone for the day. We had discussed previously how we are anticipating potentially a maybe 1 to 2 week run going through some of these big tech name earnings. Tomorrow we have the rest of the big boys presenting their earnings tomorrow, Apple and Amazon. And so we may see this run continue. But here are the things to pay attention to over the course of the day. We have the Fed meeting that started yesterday. It is concluding today. We will get their answers come 2 o'clock this afternoon Eastern time. And then at 2:30, Jerome Powell will be speaking and giving us his information. My take on this is if we get the expected news that we are expected to hear, which is we are going to continue the path we're on, we may look at raising rates beginning in March. Market should either stay flat or rally a little bit afterwards because we're just kind of, at this point, you could tell by the low volume yesterday, the market's just like holding its breath, waiting to see what's going to happen. So I think that's what's going on right now. If the Fed comes in and gives us news of surprise, like, hey, you know, we're going to stop tapering sooner, or we're going to speed up interest rate increases, that may panic the market and we could see a lot of red. So those are a couple of the potential scenarios that we may see play out today during the Fed meeting. And now, whether the reaction from that is going to play into the reaction from earnings for Tesla or not, who knows? I mean, earnings are so fickle. You know, you can never know. You know, you could smash earnings and you didn't smash them enough, and so all of a sudden the stock comes crumbling down. So many unknowns. Tesla did not run up into earnings this time because the entire macro environment was sucked down. So this morning it's pushing up a little bit, but it's not like it had a 4 to 5 day run like it has in the past. So could we see a pop? Certainly. So we'll go over some of what the analyst estimates are. I'll go over and kind of compare them to what my predictions are as well. And then we'll take it from there and kind of see, you know, the hard part about earnings is we could have all these expectations, we could have these estimates, Tesla can beat all the estimates, but then they'll find one little thing, and it really comes down to what does the market want to do with the stock? And, you know, if they find one thing that they don't like, it throws it all off. So we'll just go over estimates. This way, at least we know what the Wall Street is expecting. And when we hear the numbers and see them come around 4:10 p.m. today Eastern time, we will be able to compare them. And so just some of the basic numbers, we know that deliveries are going to be 308,600 or around there, could be adjusted a little bit. So revenues from that, estimates are coming in at $17.2 billion. I have total revenues as, at $18.2 billion, so $1 billion above where Wall Street has it. Now for me, where I am really separated from Wall Street and many other analysts is the gross margin. So the gross margins came in at over 30% last quarter. Pretty much everybody is expecting it to be over 30% this quarter as well. I am predicting them being at 34%. I could be a little off, partially because I'm not sure how much Berlin's pre-production ramp is going to affect costs. So that could play a factor into it. Plus, you know, we were getting to the point in the year where they were putting out more of the higher end. So a lot of the cost raises that they had and the price raises in their vehicles did start hitting in the fourth quarter, plus the Model X and the Model S were ramping more, so that may offset those costs. A lot of different factors involved. I've got them at 34%. I know that's really high, but that's where I'm at. Wall Street has it at 30% for an estimate. So because of that, my gross profit is $1 billion higher than Wall Street's gross profit estimates. Wall Street's estimating $4.6 billion. I am coming in at $5.6 billion. Now, this also does affect EPS as well. You know, when you have higher margins, more profit, all of your numbers are going to go up coming to the bottom line. So non-GAAP EPS, we've got Wall Street estimates at 246. Whisper numbers are at 271. I have them hitting the sweet $3 mark. So $3 EPS non-GAAP is where I've got them at. But of course, the number that Wall Street wants to look at will be the GAAP EPS. Their estimates are coming in at 1.99. My estimate is coming in at 2.56. Again, because of the fact that I have margins so high, that is what is affecting that bottom line number. We'll see what happens tonight when it comes through. And so now I don't think the numbers themselves are really what's going to be affecting any reactions from the call tonight. So the numbers coming in, obviously, if Tesla misses for some reason, that's going to be a huge negative. But I think everybody's expecting great numbers, great growth. That's not going to faze many people. It's going to be the guidance. It's going to be the guidance and the roadmap, and let's see what the future is looking like. Because right now, growth stocks are getting hammered really hard in the stock market. Tesla is kind of in that weird cusp of they're a big player, but they're still a growth stock and a huge growth company. So if Tesla can still show that they are growing at the rate that they say they're growing at, that will settle a lot of people's nerves. So Tesla has been saying that they're growing at 50% year over year. If they continue with saying 50%, maybe that makes Wall Street happy. On the other hand, maybe Wall Street's like, well, you say 50%, but you did 87% last year, so how come you're not more than 50%? Again, the fickle market can do what they want. As far as I'm concerned, if Tesla comes in and says, we're sticking with our 50% growth, I'm going to be happy. And as a long-term investor, that's fine by me. And then the huge one I think, especially for us as retailers, are looking forward to is the roadmap. And the roadmap looking at where's 4680 batteries at, where are we at with the Cybertruck? And again, most of this doesn't come down to, you know, are we going to hit timeline constraints? Are we hitting when we want to hit? Is just clarity. So similar to what we're going to possibly be getting from the Fed meeting today, once we get clarity, the market can breathe a sigh of relief and say, all right, at least now we know where we're going. Same holds true with the roadmap. All right, as long as we know where we are going and we can see down the road, that's fine. Clear the fog. Let's see what's going on. I don't care if, you know, the Cybertruck gets pushed out till Q1 of 2023. So be it. That's fine. At least now we know when to expect it. We can now factor all of these things into our models. We can now expect when we can receive our own and go from there. So, you know, we'll see that, possibly news about release date or production start for the $25,000 vehicle. The Tesla Semi, how that's ramping. Tesla Energy is a huge one. Elon has been dropping hints about how many people are underestimating how much energy is really going out there. So that could be a huge one. And of course, the huge ones that everybody wants to know, analysts and retailers alike, are what is the progress of Austin and Berlin? Where are they at in ramp stage? Where are we at with production starting? So we've heard a lot of news about Berlin having deliveries being starting in March. We've had news about Austin potentially having deliveries coming through at the end of March as well. So we may see some Q1 deliveries coming out of both factories, but I'm pretty sure and hoping that tonight we will get clarity on that, and this way we can all see what's going on. How Wall Street reacts to that news, who knows? But at least we will have that clarity again to be able to move forward. And so these are the big things, and obviously we're all anticipating it. You know, for many of us who are huge Tesla fans and in on this, this is the Christmas day to us, and I'm super excited. I also almost contemplated, you know, leaving work early, but I can't do that as a branch manager. So I will get home and I will be rushing home like a little kid after school to watch afternoon cartoons, and I'll be jumping on that earnings call. So super excited about that. I would do a live stream, but I'm not going to be home in time to set that up. So if you guys do want to follow anybody on a live stream, I'm probably going to hop on with Rob Maurer over at Tesla Daily. He does a great job just answering questions through the chat. If for some reason I am able to jump on, I'll let you guys know, but I don't expect I'm going to be able to. And for me personally, I'm really hoping that Elon's going to announce the date of the Austin barbecue so that I can get some plans set to go down there and enjoy that myself. Elon has been saying that he's been driving around Austin with a Cybertruck and how awesome it is. So I kind of want to ask him, for range purposes, how many laps can he do around the factory before he has to charge? But we'll see. And so when it comes to the stock itself, I do my dollar cost averaging every day with the stock, regardless of what's going on my main account. In my IRA, I am starting to try and do the play of, selling high and riding some waves for Tesla. So if we get a nice pop from earnings, I will probably sell out one of my shares of Tesla, make some profit on that, and then I will ride out and see what happens. Might sell the other one, wait for it to come down, and try to recycle that. This is something I'm practicing with. Many of you in the comments have said that this is what you do, and so I'm going to try to do the same thing in practice so I can start sharing that with you guys. Let me know in the comments below, what are you guys most looking forward to on the earnings call? Is it the roadmap? Is it the numbers? What are you guys looking forward to? Or are you just excited to be here like the rest of us? Thank you all so much for being here, and thank you for helping us hit 3,000 subscribers. That was a totally awesome way to wake up today on earnings day. So thank you all so much again. If you have not subscribed, please do so down below. Sign yourself up for notifications. I am over on Twitter at OracleTim1. I share all the latest Tesla news, pertinent stock market information, as well as all of my daily trades. Otherwise, I will see you guys later. Let's enjoy this earnings call tonight. Thank you so much. Have a great one.